It's like, where's Nico?
What's up, all y'all trickly bastards, and welcome back to It's 1700 Somewhere. As always, I'm Athen.
I'm Cameron.
And I'm Cheyenne.
And that's Nico.
There's Nico!
There he goes.
And then we've actually also got another special guest here today. She's right back over there behind me in some general area. That's Desiree. She's going to be assisting me in dyeing my hair.
Yep, for those of you that don't remember, Athen lost a bet last weekend and now has to dye his hair bright pink today.
Yes.
Is it really a loss, though? Because I feel like it's a giant win.
I mean, it is booty month, so there's nothing wrong with it. I'm okay with
Is
it.
that red or pink?
That's pink.
Oh
It's
my
hot,
God.
hot pink. See? It's right there. If I can get it focused.
I'm so excited for this.
All right.
Me
Yeah.
too. This is going to be I'm so
I
stoked.
can get it. I swear.
So, for those of you that don't know, Nico is the brand new face for Woe Entertainment. He's got a new show coming up. Nico, if you'd be so kind, tell us about your new show.
So my show is going to be called the Kanuski Show. The reason it's called that is because I'm from Canada, from a Russian family. Go figure that one out. God, you draw your own fucking conclusion. I'm going to be featuring some comedy. Going to be doing some stunts, maybe a little bit of cooking, and just about anything else. I take requests. I don't know. Hey, come on to my show. Type in some comments. I might snort a line of damn
Pixie
hot.
Dust.
I don't know. I just do stupid shit like that. So there you go.
Let's not forget, I did drink a bottle of hot sauce live. That was
How many comments will it take to shave your beard?
oof.
Oof.
100 million, 100,000.
Okay.
That's not even a
Unachievable
number.
number.
That's a Canadian education coming out.
See, my beard has never been up for sale for anything on the show because mine just looks glorious.
That was the original offer for me, losing the bet, shaving my beard, and I absolutely refused. I did that once this year, and I will not ever do it again. Absolutely not.
This is like, you don't want to shave it? Are you sure? Are you positive?
I'm not.
Because you probably
No.
should.
Before he shaved it last time, it had been, 6 years?
Yeah, about 6-7 years.
I'm just saying, listen,
I
when
think
you're
it's been
with a
about
man,
2 years since I fully
you
shaved.
have to see them without a beard. Like, real
Facebook
talk.
stalking.
Oh,
See,
she met me. I didn't have a beard.
no, it's not the same. You can make a picture look good anyways.
If I
You're
shave mine, all of you will go to jail because I'll look like I'm 9 years old.
Yeesh.
So why
You
would I
all,
do that? To you?
like, all right, 9 years old, 90 years old.
Okay, well,
Yeah, okay.
That would be-
Yeah, he's like, you know what?
Hey, the real question is, do you really want me to shave, though?
I don't.
Mhm.
I don't want to.
Exactly.
Not for the wedding.
As a
Like,
bearded
for the
person,
wedding.
I
Exactly.
would say no.
I don't.
Wait.
And
Question.
Shay's actually going to see the beard in person coming up for Warrior Fest
Yes, that's
2020,
where we're getting married.
November 6th and 7th. For those of you that don't remember or need to be reminded, Warrior Fest is November 6th and 7th. I have booked my hotel, so I will
We
be
have
there this
booked our
year.
hotel. We will be there.
So
are
me and
finally-
Shay will
Include your
be
wife in this, please.
me and Shay will be up in
All
Blue
over each
Springs, Missouri, November 6th and 7th for Warrior Fest.
I will not be able to attend this year.
Yeah, neither
It's
will
okay.
I.
We'll get a cutout of you.
That works.
Here's Athen.
We should
Hard
do
work cut
that.
out.
We should get like a giant fat head, and we'll just like have it added to all of the pictures.
It has to be with the hair.
What?
Oh, what you can do has to be with the pink hair. She said,
And
Oh, the
yes,
pink
it
hair?
has to be.
Okay.
It has to be with the pink hair.
or you can
Because
just get
the
like
whole
a blow up doll
purpose
and put
of-
a name tag on me that says Athen, or on it
Because-
that says Athen.
we made the bet specifically to line up with Warrior Fest. So anything he does from now until after Warrior Fest, he has to be pink.
Yes,
we
and it will
pin
be. This is
John's
it's
comment
semi.
that just popped up?
This will last 2 to 3 weeks.
It's semi-permanent, so 2 to 3 weeks is what it says. So let's see. It looks orange. They came over when the Bering Sea was for. Oh, what the heck is he talking about? Who's the chick with Athen? That is Desiree Dean. So with
Look
those
like
suspenders, Athen looks like a deranged lumberjack celebrating Gay Pride Week. It's a
I can't wait for this.
You got to get some new
Evan,
shirts.
Get
Evan.
new
You
shirts,
gotta-
man.
Because
Oh,
every week you've been
shirt.
getting harassed for wearing that shirt. You've got to find something new.
I haven't worn it in a couple weeks.
We're
I
gonna
just
get
got the shirt that I had on.
I've got my USA jersey on. Second Amendment on the back.
It's the Irish
I have
flag. They're not
back the
rainbow.
blue.
It's
Back the blue.
sweet.
So,
It's green, white, and orange. Irish flag.
so, if we're all ready, we're going to go ahead and get into the articles. Athen, whenever you're ready, you may start your process.
Okay.
I'm just
We're
here
gonna
for
get
the
into
hair.
So
That way, at least
Yeah,
at the end of the show, you can actually participate in the articles.
well, Desiree's gonna be doing the dyeing, so I can operate. She's gonna sit behind me and rub my hair. So
This is going to make such a mess.
Look
I'm
at that
so
fucking
happy.
rock.
I'm so
I'll have
happy.
to-
I don't have to do this.
and it's going full screen, huh? So I'm gonna
Oh,
go.
there
yeah.
it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right.
There we go.
While Athen gets that going, we're going to jump into our articles for the day. So our first one, we're going to make fun of some people with animals. This white woman, I'm sure a lot of you have seen this video. This woman is clearly on something.
Oh my god.
But she's having an altercation with an African American male and throws the dog at this male.
Yeah, I saw this video. This video was crazy.
So she the guy's asking, why are you holding the dog like that? She keeps walking towards him and rambling, to which he responds, bro, you got me in the middle of the streets. I mean, she looks attractive, but she's clearly rolling on something that is not marijuana.
So I was gonna say, I guess what happened in the video is he was walking to his car and she wouldn't let him get to his car, and she was just confronting him and assaulting him, and when she was all trying to attack him and stuff like that, he asked her, "Is that your dog?" And then she just chucked the shit at him, and it started screaming and yelping and crying. And he picked it up. And she was like, "Give me back my dog." And he was like, "It's not your dog anymore."
Exactly. That's why I wanted to cover that, because I found the article that followed this up. The dude actually got to keep the dog.
Yep, that's awesome.
So because of how the woman was treating the dog and how there was video evidence, dude actually managed to be like, yep, nope, this is my dog. And it's a very adorable little puppy, mind you. But, dude got a free dog for having a little fight in the street from a crazy lady.
Maybe I need to go out and fight some women in the streets.
Oh, so you get their man?
That's how you get a puppy.
Dean, are you saying I look like Zach
Better than a
Galifianakis?
baby.
I'm not ready for a kid yet.
You have one.
So
I have a fur baby.
we'll see how well this works. I might have to actually go out and get
He
another.
said we have a fur baby.
Yes.
There
yes,
you going
me
for
and-
joint custody.
Me and Chey are married. We got married live on it's
No.
September somewhere.
But we're making it official at Warrior Fest.
Yes, there's going to be a ceremony and everything. I'm going to bring a suit.
Don't forget, we
You
got
guys
all
do
I'll
know.
bring a
You guys
really
do
trashy
realize.
white wedding dress.
You guys do realize I'm an ordained minister, right?
So is Athen.
Oh, fuck.
my- Yeah, so am I.
I'm the only one here that's not ordained.
Oh, it's fucking on. I'm gonna marry both of you. I'm gonna marry all three of you. All three of you. I'm gonna fucking take over the ceremony.
And so we're no longer allowed to leave at 1700 somewhere, you guys. We're going to do this to the day we die.
There it is. You're locked in.
What if I'm already dead inside?
I mean, that's all of us here, so. I mean,
Online
that's-
wedding right now. Aaron, you missed it when I first came to 1700. It was like the second weekend.
Yeah, it was bright and early we got married. So our next crazy animal story for the day, an escaped farmer's cow decided a trampoline was going to, it looks like a giant puppy. Unfortunately, the video doesn't show the cow actually on the trampoline, and I'm going to explain it the best I can. But these springs on this trampoline are stress tested, to say the least, because you've got a whole grown cow taking a nap on a neighbor's trampoline like a puppy.
Right.
And they were so confused because it happened in the middle of a storm, and the cow escaped after, I guess, a tree branch knocked out some of the fencing. Neighbors called him up and was like, "Hey, I got your cow," and sent a video of it.
Oh, Athen left.
Athen will be back.
Aw.
Can I just note that the sheer regret in Athen's face? Oh, there he is. Look at the sorrow and regret in his face right now. Like, look how much. Look right there. Look at him.
Face yet.
Jesus.
Wait, hang
Don't
on.
forget, we have to do his beard.
Yeah.
Can we also talk about how
his-
good he kind of looks with his hair slicked back like that, though?
How would I look with my hair slicked back?
You look good with your hair slicked back, man.
Do I?
Yeah. Maybe you need to start, like, actually taking care of your hair.
Maybe one of these
Hold on a
days.
second.
There it is.
Let me gloves on.
Is that
Is that
fuchsia?
fuchsia? No, it's hot,
pink.
hot pink.
So,
So now we're
It's
getting
not
the
hot
beard.
pink. It's not hot pink, but it's hot pink.
Yeah, hot.
Let's
pink.
just keep that. Let's just keep that one in mind right there.
Let's keep that real clear, because now he's got to do the beard and the mustache.
Ooh. It's cruelty
Jesus.
free and vegan.
So
Classic high voltage.
I'm so happy this is happening to you, Athen.
Me too. I got to be honest. Me too. This is probably one of the most entertaining things I've seen since February.
Athen,
Now,
you
our
can
next
start
crazy
saying, "I
animal
feel pretty."
story, a bobcat. Oh, this is so good. Don't you feel pretty, Athen?
Oh, so pretty.
I feel
Our next
pretty.
story, October
Oh,
16th.
so pretty.
Oh, so pretty.
I'm getting it on now.
Yeah.
Now, he's just gonna look like a bright pink cherry after this is done.
Yeah.
God, dude.
Athen over there looking like a fucking piece of bubble gum.
You're getting it on your
Athen, by the time this is over with, you're gonna look like a road flare. Jesus.
It's gonna look like a glow in the dark condom.
I can't wait to see this. Oh my God.
Do it for the views, Athen.
I might look like
Athen,
wearing
I'm so
lipstick,
proud of
too.
you.
I'm going to put this on my TikTok. I swear to
You
God
do
I
know
am.
we're gonna have to do
You
this
have a
more
TikTok?
often, though, right?
Yeah, I'm on TikTok. Yeah, it is what it is.
God, you fucking
TikTok is
child.
fun. Don't judge me. TikTok is fun.
So, Athen, we're gonna have to do this like once every other month, just to watch each other suffer and dye their beards.
Towards the end.
You're
Look at
next,
this.
though.
No,
Look at
it's
him.
got to be a bet. We have to make a bet for it.
Oh my God.
So-
Look, his entire face is just fucking. Oh my God, dude.
He's got lipstick on.
I know,
Put it on his lips. Do it.
No,
Make
we
him a
can't
woman.
waste it. We need him. We need his beard actually covered. We
I
can't
know.
wait. If we've got extra at the end, we can put it on his lips.
I know.
All
Hey, fuck. But oh my
Or-
God. Oh, it's
God,
so
it's
purple.
so-
Look how
oh,
purple
God.
it is.
It's so
God.
high up his face.
You kind of look like a demented version of the troll dolls we used to have when we were younger. Wait a second, we need to chill out because Athen might get off a screen tonight and kill himself.
No, don't let him do that. No, we gotta see him. We gotta see him in the next week or so.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck, boys. This is intense. Look at his entire face.
This
His
is
entire
fucking mint,
face.
guys.
there's
This
no
is
way
the
around
greatest
it.
thing.
I'm not getting it on his face.
Just take a baby wipe to it.
It's-
Once you guys are done, take a baby
it's-
wipe.
No, don't even take a baby wipe to it. Just
Yeah,
let
no,
him. Just let it fucking stain his
try and
face.
wash it off in the shower.
Yes.
You have to do like this for a half hour.
So I'm gonna try to wipe it off my face the best I can.
All right. Our next story: a bobcat was found in. We gonna go on. We gonna continue. All right. Our next story: a bobcat was found inside a Dollar General in Floyd County Sheriff's Office. Deputies had to respond. Mind you, it's only about yay long, so it's only about 1.5 feet long, so it's not a huge bobcat. But that means mama's around somewhere.
Yep. No doubt.
Can you imagine going into a grocery store, getting your groceries, and looking down? Oh, kitty! Oh shit, that's a mean kitty.
Normally, when I go to the grocery store, I'm looking for cougars, not bobcats.
Hey, speaking of cougars, what about the cougar that chased the guy for fucking 6 minutes? Did you guys see that video?
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
The guy was fucking hiking out of a trail or something, and a cougar chased him, and he's like telling him to fuck off and all that. That's not the kind of cougar I want chasing me, eh?
The only cougars I'm interested are the ones that are chasing after me.
First of all,
well, this is not the one that you want chasing after you, bud. This cougar would eat you.
I mean, most cougars want to eat me anyways.
Ooh, all right, you got me there, bud. Yikes! Wow.
Oh,
David
Lord,
just said, "What the fuck did I just join to see?"
that's my roommate. I guess he's hearing us because my door's open. He's like, "What the fuck is going on?" So David, Athen lost a bet last week if black licorice is good or not, and it was like it was a close vote. It was like 9-7. It was so close that, like, honestly, I was concerned I was gonna have to dye my shit.
Who would have done it for you, though?
I'd have had to do it myself.
No, we could have done it at Warrior Fest.
Ooh, that would have been good too. Do it live at Warrior Fest.
Ooh, we should do another bet.
Oh, Lord.
You lose, we dye your hair. I lose, I shave my head.
Oof.
Athen, how's that taste, bud?
It didn't taste very good.
Oh, no shit.
Does it remind you to call your ex-wife?
Oh my god, I should call her.
I should call her.
Well, actually, now that we're speaking about cougars and shit, this teacher faces 4 years jail time for kissing and groping a 14-year-old boy in school. But mind you, like, this teacher's hot. She's got a Playboy bunny costume on for Halloween, and she's like a solid 9. I'm going to do a share screen real quick. Mr. Carl, if you can get that ready for us.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So I'm going to share my screen for the show, and we're going to get that posted up real quick. Mr. Carl, if you'd be so kind to let that roll. That's the teacher. Like, if I was that young, I know better. Like, you shut up. When if a teacher's this hot and wanting you, you don't say anything. Ever.
Yeah, but he was passing her nudes around the school.
Oh.
That's how they.
Where were these teachers back in the 90s when I was in school? All of my teachers looked like goddamn Robert De Niro in fucking drag, eh?
Or like Arnold Schwarzenegger Sylvester Stallone with the perm.
Why in the fuck? Why didn't I have hot teachers like this, eh?
I mean,
like, what the fuck? Jesus fucking Christ. It makes me.
That's a hot teacher.
You all sound like fucking creeps right now.
I guess they were like.
I don't care. I'll be a
this
creep for
explains
that.
why every single one of you assholes are fucking single.
Yes, they were texting.
I'm married to you,
right?
Chey. So.
And she was sending them.
Yeah, well.
And they actually made out once inside like a closet and in a car park. You know, they made out. And they said that she touched him outside of the clothes, and then she found out that he was passing her nudes around the school. So then she broke up with him. So, and then that's when it got found out that they were doing shit together.
Dean's got a valid point here.
Dean said if my teachers looked like that, I would have skipped home to go to school. Yeah, bro.
Yep.
Fucking same, bud.
I had
I
one hot teacher, and she was a substitute when I was in school. And she was the home ec teacher, and she was fine. Like, that's the day I realized my balls dropped. Like, oh, huh.
Jesus,
What
man.
sensation.
Dude, we had these butch ass goddamn teachers. I don't care who it was. It could have been math. It could have been PE. We had these butch ass teachers in cargo shorts and everything. It's all fucked.
Yep. Now they're all fine. Like we all imagined it when we were in school, and nowadays it's like it's happening, and none of them can shut their mouths.
I know, right? Fucking hey.
You have no idea how good you have it, kid. Shut up.
Can we pause and look at how miserable Athen looks right now?
Fucking cap on and sweating.
Hey, can we focus on Athen right now? Can we like bring just Athen up right now?
Oh, Lord, look at that. Can we get a screenshot of this or something and put it on?
Oh God, I'm screenshotting the fuck out of it right now, eh? Hold on, wait. There it is.
Whoa, entertainment.
I'm glad to be able to get this pink off my face.
Oh God!
I just screenshotted it. Don't worry about it. I'm posting this. I'm posting this everywhere.
Chey, you wanted to make a bet.
Justin said, my buddy said he had a hot teacher growing up. Later, I found out he was homeschooled.
Oh.
Ooh,
Now-
whoa.
Now,
Was he from Kentucky?
Alabama?
Arkansas?
Virginia?
Mountain Mama, take me home.
Yeah, I feel like we
Right.
went through a
Aaron said, I actually have a few right now. Sorry, Athen. So I'm doing
All right.
that in screenshots.
Chey, you wanted to make a bet with hair dyeing
Yeah.
or shaving
Hang on,
your
I'm
head.
doing. Hang on. I'm doing Athen's fucking picture right now. But we could talk about this.
David, he is actually
We're going to figure something out before the end of the show because we need to get it going.
He's the
Now,
community.
All right.
now we're
hang
going
on
to jump
just a second.
into our.
I probably won't shave my head.
All right, well, we'll do it for a dye. We'll dye or whoever
All right,
loses
fine.
dye.
We'll do a
We'll
dye. We'll do
Make
a
it,
dye.
make it flat across the board. Dye your hair.
I died mine.
Yep. So anytime we make a bet, I guess the standard's going to be if you lose said bet, the winner gets to choose the hair color they dye your hair.
So,
Now it's gonna be something like what Athen has to do. It's gonna be a semi-permanent 2 to 3 week hair dye. So expect that, but it's going to be hot pink, purple, blue, green. It's going to be a ridiculous color. So get used to it.
lucky for you, I can pull off any fucking color.
Well, you're a chick.
Do you see this? I could dye this shit orange and green and be fucking Sam Hain for the year. I could be the spirit of Halloween with this beard.
Yeah,
You
but
think my hair should be Harley Quinn dyed?
Yeah, that's what we're.
hey, I would do that.
If we lose this bet, you can guarantee that's what you're gonna do.
So what's the bet?
I have a Halloween costume for Harley Quinn.
Oh, it's on like Donkey Kong. All right, continuing on.
What's the
Anyways,
bet?
We don't know yet.
There
We
it
gotta
is.
think about it. We're gonna jump into our Florida man stories. That one's actually
Florida
pretty
man.
crazy. So we're gonna save.
I'm gonna feel personally attacked if you talking about Florida man.
tough
What did I
shit.
just say?
fuck up, Canada.
This is our bread and butter.
I live in Florida.
Good for you. Now we're gonna make fun of you.
Get fucked, cunt.
Nico's gonna be part of all of these. Just so you know.
Yep. Every whatever story he's about to read, I don't even know what it is.
So you're
I
the
get
guy that threw Molotov cocktails at Planned Parenthood?
Yep.
Yo, proud. That's such a fucking Russian thing to do, though.
Exactly.
Oh, fuck.
That's why
I know,
I
because
started
I'm
with this
fucking
one.
Russian too.
Maybe I did.
So, Florida man charged with throwing Molotov cocktails at a Planned Parenthood facility in Florida. He allegedly threw multiple cocktails at Planned Parenthood. Everett Little is charged with first-degree arson using an incendiary device, firebomb, and criminal mischief in connection with the October 10th incident, according to Lee County Sheriff's Office. Surveillance footage captured the suspect pouring gasoline into bottles from a car trunk before throwing them.
Thank God my name is not Everett.
Now, you've got to look at this dude's mugshot.
Can we
Screen
share it?
one. Oh, I'm doing it right now. Look at this kid's mugshot. Miss
What
Carl,
up?
if you'd be so kind, there we go. He looks so dead inside.
Wow.
Look at his neck.
There
It's
is
just
no
like
What
neck.
neck?
It's all head.
What neck?
It's
There's no
straight
neck there. What are you talking about? A fucking neck, eh? There's no neck.
Fucking send a dick pic. I'm gonna say the exact same thing.
He looks like a dick pic with hair on top.
How old are you, boy? I don't know. I'm either 14 or
Anywhere between
87.
14 and 25.
So, Aaron Cottingham in the comments said, "What about the Florida man 2 months ago got herpes thinking dry cum was cocaine?"
Oh,
We covered an article like
Ooh,
that.
whoa.
we did
Yeah.
cover that.
We covered a one like that.
Dean said dude should have dyed his hair pink.
I think the guy that was in the picture.
Who? Hey, by the way, I posted the picture of Athen.
I know.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Now,
Can we put it as
I
the
look-
cover
I
photo?
look kind of.
can we change the 1700 somewhere sailor to have pink hair? Can
Can we
do
just
that?
change the picture? Can we just Photoshop Athen's face onto it?
We could. I don't have
Yeah.
Photoshop though.
I
We
do.
need to. Ooh, Chey, you have a challenge.
Mm.
Now our
There it
next
is.
one's going to come to us from some bad reviews. Old
Send me the
old.
picture and I can put it up in the corner.
Oh God, Chey,
Oh,
get it
okay.
to Carl. Send it
Hang
to
on,
Carl.
hang on,
Oh,
hang on.
please
Go
do
in the
it.
chat right now.
I look
Please do it.
freaking.
Please do it, eh?
I look serial killer in it.
Now,
It's okay.
oh well, talking about serial killers and shit. This Florida man restaurant owner beat up a man over a bad review. So this dude's 60 years old, mind you. The owner of Old Smart Barbecue Restaurant was arrested for beating up a man over a bad review. He was sent to jail on Tuesday.
On
Okay.
Tuesday?
Was there more to that?
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, okay.
Daniel Aron, 6 years old, who owns Georgia Boys Barbecue, was arrested for simple battery and booked into the Pinellas County Jail on Tuesday. According to the affidavit, the victim had received a number of calls and texts from Daniel threatening to beat his ass about the restaurant review. The victim appears to be the son of an acquaintance of the owner. Given the description of the report, police say the victim went to Daniel's home in Largo to discuss the threatening text with his mother. When she opened the door, Daniel allegedly shoved her out of the way and began chasing the victim around into the road until the victim tripped and fell onto the ground. Officers say Daniel jumped on top of him and struck him several times while the victim covered his face with his arms. The victim had a large scrape on his knee from the fall, according to the affidavit. It's unclear how Daniel determined who wrote the review. Yelp says the business is being monitored by its support team for content related to media reports. Online jail records show Daniel was arrested for simple battery and booked.
Athen, I think you're supposed to remove the steak from the cow and cook it before you eat it.
Athen kind of looks like he got his Red Wings today.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd say I'd say we start spreading that rumor around, eh?
Yeah, but
now our next Florida man
So,
story.
wait a second. I have one more comment. So, Athen, the carpets really do match the drapes on desks.
Oh.
Hang on. I'll be right back. I kind of got to puke. I'm sorry. That was terrible.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Our next
Did you
Florida
guys- Did I tell you guys about what got me fucking shook today? About
No, but I'm
fucking
pretty sure you're
Scooby-Doo?
about to.
No, I'm going to. Oh, you absolutely right, eh? Did you know Scooby-Doo's name is not Scooby-Doo?
the hell is it?
It's fucking Scoobert. Scoobert. Scubert fucking do.
Hubert Doolittle.
It's okay, Egbert.
Dean said he was going to
Shut
go
the
there.
fuck up! Fuck you and your fucking Egbert. If I go into the chat, my name is Egbert. I swear to God, Cam.
Well, what I would suggest you doing is staying off of Facebook for a little while.
So we do remember we do have a limited time, and we've got a lot of articles today. So let's get into the next one. You know you've hit rock bottom when you steal from a church for crack money.
Oh,
Which is our next Florida man.
who does that shit?
This Florida man in Tampa Bay, Florida, and I have friends that live in Tampa. I really wish they would watch the show more often. But Tampa Bay, Florida, the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office arrested a man after he reportedly stole a safe and a laptop from the Altar Church in Tampa on Saturday. Riley Baker, 49 years old, was arrested in an alley after allegedly trying to run from deputies who showed up at his house. Baker sold the laptop for $100 worth of crack cocaine.
What?
Yep.
What?
The very place considered to be a safe haven and took what didn't belong to him, said Sheriff Chad Chronister. His actions are despicable, and I applaud our deputies for the quick work in identifying and arresting the suspect. That's when you've hit rock bottom.
Yeah, that's not kosher. That fucking all.
Well,
Holy fuck.
This isn't going to be kosher either, because this Florida man was arrested for having sex with a stuffed Olaf at Target.
Stuffed Olaf at Target?
Yeah,
Wait, is that not okay?
No, that's
Are we not?
That's a Walmart acceptable thing. That would be acceptable in Walmart, but not Target. Target's higher class.
No, I'm sorry. Let me interrupt you there. It's pronounced Target.
Target. Excuse me, Target.
Okay. Yeah, just get your vernaculars right. Okay, bud? Target.
I mean, this one kind of looks like I shared the screen, Mr. Carl, if you'd be so kind, but this kind of looks like you, Nico. What were you doing?
Oh, you're gonna hate. That does look like me. Oh my fucking God.
Oh my God.
Fuck my ass. There it is.
Well, he did fuck something's ass.
Hold on.
Look, I'm a very lonely man, okay? That's just I have excuses.
Witnesses told police they saw Cody Meter, 20 years old, take a large Olaf from Frozen off the store shelves at St. Petersburg location and began to dry hump the toy. Police report claims Meter ejaculated on the Olaf doll and put it back on the shelf before he selected a large unicorn stuffed animal and began to have sex with that object as well.
Listen, I really needed the money, okay?
So his excuse, Meter was taken into custody while in the store. He admitted to doing stupid stuff. He was arrested and charged with criminal mischief.
Wait, I have a question.
Okay.
Did you say that he ejaculated into the Olaf already?
He ejaculated onto the Olaf and put
Can
it
we
back
talk
on
about how, like, the turnaround time on this man?
What the fuck?
I've literally never met a man who can come like more than once in a couple minutes. But this man's over there fucking stuffed animals, getting his rocks off more than one time. I have questions.
Okay.
I've been single for a very long time, okay? And don't judge me.
All right, chill
This
out.
is
We know you're going to
2020.
be a 3-pump pump. It's fine.
So over in the comments, we got WO Entertainment saying, tagging me, saying, damn, dude. Dean said he reminds me of the dude that stuck his head in the chick's badge. She was on a rag, and he found out the condom her boyfriend lost in there. Justin was like, Athen just said stuffed Olaf. I'm in like Flint. I actually do not like stuffed Olaf.
Time. My buddy from Georgia, Curtis, I love him to death. He was watching Athen die and shit. He sent me a personal message saying strawberry muff diving.
Olaf doesn't and still hasn't had a headache or complaint.
Oh,
WO
Lord.
Entertainment, here we go.
Oh, this show is gold. Oh.
Funny thing is, olives, like, you get olives at the store. My son, like, I don't know if he still does, but he used to call them Olafs. Olafs. So that was the joke when he said, Athen said Olaf, him and like Flint. Olaf, olives. I don't like stuffed olives. Green olives? I don't like green olives.
Athen. Dave's not here. Let's go on with our articles. Speaking of messing with
Wait, I have a question. Who is Dave?
So, from Cheech and Chong's show, Dave's not here. Well, one of our shows,
Dave's not here, man.
Athen had one of the VRS guys come to his house, and he was open carrying and knocked on his door. And has, most of us has a very distinct knock. When we knock, we mean business, like let us in. So it sounds like a police knock. Well, when that happened, Athen booked it, like off screen, out the window, into his backyard, gone, booked it. Come to find out, it was one of the VRS show hosts, and the joke turned into Dave's not here, man, meaning the police are looking for that specific person. So when we say it, it's because Athen's brain has left the building.
Athen?
Yes.
Was your brain ever in the building?
No. That's why his nickname on everything is Dave's not here.
Okay. Just making sure we're on the same page.
Yep. So our next, not to mess with Disney World. Well, this guy messed with Disney World. He took an assault rifle and a handgun to his Disney World vacation. I don't know are you planning on shooting everything in the small world? Because that's the only reasonable option I can see you bringing a gun to Disney World, because I don't know about you, but it's a small world after all gets really annoying after the 8th time.
But wait, do you not take your kids to Disney World to have fun?
I don't take these kids to Disney World to have fun.
Maybe they just want to have fun too.
I'm sure they do. I just modified 2 of them, so I'm sure they're itching to play.
Huh?
Are we bringing them?
No.
Are we bringing them? No.
No. No. I will take photos for you, though. I haven't taken photos since I've decorated them.
I'll just come to Texas after we leave. I'll just fly back to Texas with you.
Okay. I've got 2 more days off after anyway, so we can go shooting.
Okay, cool.
But this Florida man brought an AR-15 and a 9mm handgun and a cache of ammo for his Disney World family vacation due to safety reasons over recent anti-racism protests in the state and across the country. The 43-year-old Palm Beach Gardens man checked into Disney's Polynesian Village Resort in Orlando with his gun stuffed in a tennis bag on Labor Day weekend. The man had a concealed weapons permit and was not arrested because no laws were broken. Security at Disney safely restored the man's guns until it was time for his trip to end. Police were notified of the incident after the bellman handling the bags discovered the weapons when he looked inside upon realizing how heavy it was. So now Disney has openly admitted to looking into your bags when you check in. So if you go to Disney World, don't have sex toys with you.
Well, right.
Oh, shit.
What are we being quiet about?
I don't know. He said, "Oh shit!" I was waiting for him to say something.
No, sorry. No, sorry. I my phone fell from what it was. Please carry on.
Florida man looks like a. All right, y'all just gotta. Yeah. Share screen again, Mr. Carl. If you'd be so kind. Y'all, I can't explain how this dude looks except for there you go.
Oh yeah, he looks like somebody I went to high school with.
What kind of fucking school did you go to?
The kind of person who'd be like, who'd do that kind of stuff.
But as you can see, this Florida man's hot and humid, so I can kind of understand where he's coming from. But this Florida man was excused to exposing himself and claimed he needed to air out. Now, I have been in Florida, and swamp ass is a real problem down there.
No, it's an absolute thing. I live
look
here.
Look at how fucking hairy he is.
That is like, if you can see his, like, it's down into his neck, so you can imagine like his whole body looks like that. That is Chewie's brother. Or Chewie had a bastardized child with a Wookiee.
Or those Chewie's dad.
Or with a, what are those little fucking furry bastards that just chant? Ewoks.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh.
He looks like Athen about a half hour ago.
Oh!
Damn.
Oh no! Oh no!
But Avon Park man was caught exposing himself to women while driving. Says he airs it out sometimes because he gets hot, according to the Polk County Sheriff's Office. Deputies said a woman called 911 on May 11th to report that she was stopped at a red light on Highway 60 near Lake Wales Municipal Airport around 8 a.m. when she noticed the driver of the Mazda that was next to her waving, trying to get her attention. She looked over to see the man's penis completely exposed and then saw him begin to touch himself inappropriately.
Oof.
And began to touch himself inappropriately.
Yeah, he's airing himself out a little bit.
Maybe he had to, wait a second. Maybe he just like lifted it up, or maybe he has like dick sideburns and he's like trying to stretch it out. Like,
you know, if there's that, or maybe he's been,
get the swamp flowing.
Look,
You know what I'm saying?
look. Let me just say, it gets hot down here. Okay, sometimes we gotta just
In Florida or
ventilate.
the crotch region?
Both, absolutely both. We gotta like ventilate. So like, come on, don't blame the guy.
Like, really being thick. It could be freaking 50 degrees out here, and I'm working, and my balls are sweating.
Yeah, well, there it is. So,
No, it gets colder than 50 out here. Whenever I'm out working, my balls are sweating.
Yeah,
I can stand up for this guy. I gotta stand up for this guy.
Well, this guy stood against him because this Florida man is accused of killing suspected Peeping Tom.
What?
Boca Raton, Florida, a Florida man now faces manslaughter charges in last year's beating death of a prowler with a track record of Peeping Tom arrests. News outlet reports 30-year-old Victor Van Vickery, holy shit, that's a name. Victor Van Vickery, the second, mind you, say that 3 times fast, was arrested last week after the death of 57-year-old Assad Akar. Fort Lauderdale police records say Vickery and his girlfriend at the time noticed someone peering into her window around midnight on July 2nd, 2018. She said Vickery ran outside to hold the man as she called police. Vickery, naked, told officers he had found the car with his pants unzipped. Records show the woman later got restraining orders against Vickery, who pleaded not guilty to sexual assault, battery of an ex-girlfriend. There's so much going on with this article.
That was like a roller coaster of emotions.
Right?
That went everywhere.
I feel like I need like a diagram to figure out like what's actually going on.
Because the prowler was jacking off looking into the window. Vickery, the dude accused of beating the guy to death, was also accused of sexual battery of an ex-girlfriend in 2018. He responded to the Peeping Tom naked. Like, there's so much going on.
So
Dude.
So wait, the ex-boyfriend was in the house?
No. I guess this is his.
Or he was a current boyfriend, and he was.
I guess this is the current one, but he was accused of sexual battery on a previous girlfriend, and then wound up beating Assad Akar to death naked.
I'm so fucking lost right now. Holy fuck, dude!
This is exceeding his Florida education.
Let me tell you something, young lady. God damn it!
First of all, careful how like quick you extend your fucking arm. You might break a fucking joint. Chill out, old man.
I might. I don't know. I might. Hell, who knows?
I found this article. I'm like, that's pretty interesting for Florida. But all I read was
that it goes everywhere.
It does.
Oh my god, bro! Like the fuck, eh? How did I
wanted to defend the dude that beat the guy to death, but then I read into it and like he beat him to death naked after having sexual battery assault charges against. Like, what the fuck you got?
He had sexual battery assault charges against him with that guy.
No, with a previous girlfriend.
And this dude was his boyfriend.
No,
There's no conclusion that you can come from this story that won't end in like 10 other conclusions.
This ends in what the fuck. That's it.
Exactly.
That's how it ends.
Exactly.
All
right.
Athen, follow me here. Time out. So the girlfriend in the house was his new girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
He had a sexual battery charge against him from a girl in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
He beat a peeping Tom to death in 2019. Naked. Naked. So what is he beating him up with?
What is happening right
His girlfriend's dildo.
So he's probably in there getting busy with his girlfriend, and dude was looking through the window watching him, jerking off to it. Dude caught him, was like, fuck you, going outside and just started pounding on him.
Yep. That's it. That's it right there.
Bent him over the window and went to
Wait,
town.
Dean just said everybody has flag backgrounds. Nico has a stolen mountain bike in his.
I do have a bike.
That's my bike.
I thought this next
But I also got-
was going to be.
I also
the
got that,
electric
though.
cake. Oh, nice.
Also got that though, eh?
I thought this
What do you
next
think about
Florida
that?
Man story was going to make people question their mentality. That one, I think that one's going to win because this next one's really fucked up from the article, but that one just went everywhere. This next Florida man wore female underwear, tried on baby clothes during a break-in.
He was wearing female underwear, trying on baby clothes?
During a break-in.
What the hell?
Yeah, this one goes everywhere as well. So
What happened to Nico?
he dropped his phone. I guess his phone crashed, so he's gonna have to fix that.
I thought.
Escambia County, Florida. A woman in Northwest Florida didn't know Christopher Strickland when she woke up to allegedly finding him standing in her bedroom. All she knew was that he liked to wear women's undergarments, and she spotted him sporting 2 bras, panties, and a skirt.
Yeah, there we go.
3 hours later, he left her an emotional wreck. So 3 hours, this dude's putting on this lady's clothes in front of her.
It sounds like a Tinder date I had once.
After the June 2nd incident, Strickland had roamed free for months, but since Wednesday, the only clothing the 36-year-old has been wearing has been provided by the Escambia County Jail. Sheriff deputies told the Miami Herald that Strickland's tormented the woman for hours. First, he allegedly jumped on her and held a pillow over her face. She managed to free herself, but then put a blade to her throat. If you try to get away, I will kill your baby. Strickland told the victim, according to an arrest report reviewed by the Pensacola News Journal. Authorities said Strickland grabbed the woman by her hair, dragged her room to room, and at one point he reportedly tried to put on her clothing that belongs to the woman's infant. He failed.
What?
Yeah, so he was torturing this woman in her clothing, then dragged her to her baby's room, tried to put on her baby's clothes, and then finally left. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I have questions.
I thought
Yeah,
that last one left us with a lot of questions too.
Can we unpin that comment? Because that picture is really fucking weird.
It's Pennywise.
Bobby, change your fucking photo. Also, did this man did you say this man broke into her house?
Yes, this man broke into her house.
Oh.
Dominic Bennett said, "Oh, there she is."
And this is why we have guns.
Yes, it is. Because I don't need you wearing female clothing in my house like that.
Everyone needs to fire. Oh, somebody needs to fire their cameraman. Nico, I think he's talking to you.
Now it's time for our most
because
what the fuck
I've got
story of the
my phone just balanced on something. It's horrible. Please continue on.
Now it's time for our most what the fuck Florida man story of the week. Now, mind you, these are articles from every year. So this one's older. This is a 2016 article where assault with a deadly weapon takes a weird turn. Because this Florida man was charged with throwing an alligator into Wendy's.
Into Wendy's?
Into Wendy's. Authorities in Florida have arrested a man accused of throwing a live alligator through a restaurant's drive-through window. Investigators identified Joshua James of Jupiter, Florida, as the man who tossed a 3.5-foot reptile into Wendy's that fall, according to a Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission incident report. He faces 3 charges related to the incident: aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, unlawful sale, possession, or transportation of an alligator, and petty theft.
What? And he only did 3 months in jail.
How big was the alligator?
3.5 feet.
3.5 feet.
3.5 feet.
How do you?
And he just.
What do you mean you're out of a Baconator, motherfucker?
Yeah, like, I want my food.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, I just want to know why. First of all, Dean, I will fight you. Wendy's does not suck. Their fucking chicken nuggets are.
Whataburger is the shit.
So whose camera's fucked? Because he's saying fucking fix the
It was
camera
me,
already.
it's Nico's. It's Nico's for dropping his shit over and over. But James, 24 years
Sorry.
old.
Sorry about that. My fault.
James, 24 years old, was taken into custody and booked into the Palm Beach County Detention Center on Monday. The driver, wearing a baseball hat backwards, arrived at the drive-thru window to receive a large order or a large drink before 1:30 a.m. on October 11th, according to the report. While the attendant had her back turned to the window and is at the register, the male reaches across and inside in the passenger area and throws the alligator from his vehicle into the drive-thru window.
Could you hold this for a minute?
A photograph in the report shows the American alligator flat on its back, flat with its legs splayed on the fast food restaurant's floor. An officer responding to the incident captured the alligator, taped its jaws shut for safety, and released it into a nearby canal. This dude y'all gotta see this. This dude looks so lost. Like, what am I getting arrested for? Miss Carl, share the screen if you'd be so kind.
Please.
Look at that mugshot.
Oh my god. That's not who I would have expected, though.
He looks so confused. Why he's going to jail.
Can we zoom in on the face? Is there any way to do that?
Yeah, you got to go into your settings. Go into your visual settings for your
you just control mouse wheel.
No,
there we go.
There it is. Yeah. Oh my god. This dude really said. This dude really said. This dude really said, "Oh, I don't get my fucking."
Look at the confusion in these eyes. Just like, what did I do wrong?
What did I do? I just wanted some fucking nuggets, and like, I needed to make room for the nuggets.
I just wanted my Baconator. Here's an alligator. Right?
So, I've been notified that it's time for me to go rinse my hair out, so I will go do that. And be back.
Yes, we're gonna see the aftermath on camera. Yes.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see this,
right.
dude.
I got to knock out one more article while Athen rinses out his shit, so that way we can cover the Florida man or the OSHA violations of the week with him.
Oh, fucking nice.
Because the best part is seeing y'all. For me, the best part of these OSHA, is seeing y'all's reactions for these things. Because I've already seen them. Mr. Carl's already seen them, but I keep them completely secret from the rest of the show.
Oh.
So everybody on the show gives a legitimate reaction to what they're seeing. It's not like rehearsed, recorded, preset, nothing. It's holy crap, what the hell are they doing at this point in time? Which I think makes it all the better.
Who said that's Athen without the beard? Oh shit!
We're gonna do the Brazilian senator caught hiding cash between his butt cheeks.
What?
Yeah, on October 15th, the Brazilian senator Chico Rodriguez was caught in a police raid with money hidden between his butt cheeks on Wednesday. A judicial source briefed on the matter told Reuters amid an investigation into the muse of COVID-19 response funding. In the Senate, Rodriguez represents the state of Roraima and has also been chosen as deputy leader for the agenda of administration of President Jair Bolsonaro, who won the presidency campaigning heavily on ending the corruption of previous governments. Rodriguez confirmed in a statement that his house was raided without giving details. He denied any wrongdoing and said he had been clean throughout his 30 years of politics. His office did not immediately respond to a request for comment on the cash allegedly found down his pants, an incident that was widely reported in major Brazilian newspapers, citing unnamed sources. The federal police declined to comment, citing the confidentiality of the investigation in a statement on Wednesday. The police said they had carried out raids as part of an investigation into the possible misuse of congressional funding directed to the secretary in Roraima to pay for the COVID-19 response. On Thursday, Bolsonaro said the police raid was evidence that his government was fighting graft. There is no corruption in my government, and we fight corruption, whoever it is, he told supporters outside his official residence. Bolsonaro's anti-graft credentials have faltered since the presidential campaign. His former Justice Minister, Sergio Moro, an immensely popular ex-judge who is known for his tough stance on corruption, resigned earlier this year, alleging Bolsonaro has sought to interfere in a police investigation for personal gain. So old boy was caught doing what he was trying to prevent, which is corruption in government, which they said they've been fighting for years. Had a lot of cash in between his butt cheeks.
You don't put a lot of cash between your butt cheeks?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This dude may have been worn out.
Listen, I was in prison. I was in prison for 7 years. I've fit a lot of stuff in my butt cheeks, but
you look like it.
Well, thank you.
I feel like we need to have a conversation off screen because I'm not going to ask you what you did.
That's
I didn't
fine.
know. Wait, is incest illegal?
I want to know what
Did
he
you
did.
go to jail for incest?
What did you do, Nico?
Cash between the butt cheeks sounds like a stripper.
Pretty much. Nico, what did you do? You got to kill time until Athen gets back. What did you do?
Hey, I tried to kill somebody.
Oh.
All right, that took a dark twist.
Well, I mean, you asked, eh?
And on that note, this is why we do background checks.
Yeah, what the hell?
You are Russian.
Oh, he's coming back.
Nope. Oh, no.
I know I am.
We did. Who this?
Justin, and we can't hear him.
And he's frozen.
At a first screen. Yep.
Looking like a fucking sack of potatoes.
Oh, so excited. I was like, Athens back. Holy shit, yes.
Nah, it was just fucking Justin coming in here with his goddamn Android phone.
Oh, well. Wait, I'm on an Android phone.
So excited
We
to
can
see
tell.
Athen come back with his pink
Okay,
hair.
good.
So I'm just kidding, Nico.
Okay. Me too.
Do you want to be on the show? You want to be on the show?
Is it time for Gunny? Do we need to do a pet segment?
Oh, no, he wants a hug.
No. Have you been neglecting our baby? Is that what's going on? Is that why he needs love?
No, he's always needy. This is nothing new.
Oh, look at the baby. Look at the big baby.
He just got his shot again. He does so good at the vet. He does so good with the vet.
Gunny boy.
Is that hot?
No.
What's him doing?
Gunny
boy.
Good boy with other people.
Gunny boy.
He's
What's him
gonna
doing?
stop jumping on people, but he still does this retarded like bunny. I don't know how he gets so much lag time in the air, but he'll jump and hang out there for like 2 seconds and then fall. It's so weird. He'll bounce up and his butt will just flop everywhere.
How old is he? He looks like a baby.
A year and about 7 months now.
Oh, look at that big baby.
And he was found last year coming home from Warrior Fest.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he was I went to Warrior Fest. Well, I went to Colorado. I met up with Jade and Miss Firefall. We rode from Boulder, Colorado to Blue Springs, Missouri. We did Warrior Fest. We hung out at Misfits. And then on the way back from Warrior Fest, after we dropped off Minnie,
Wait. Somebody, I don't know who it was, says, "Wait, Nico is Canadian. How the fuck does that work? You try to kill someone and then say sorry."
Did
That's
you
a long
waterboard
story
someone
behind
with
that.
maple syrup?
I'll get into that on the on my pilot episode. I'll get into that.
All right. So on the way back from dropping off Minnie at the airport, when we were getting onto the highway, Jade almost hit Gunny with her car, slammed on the brakes. We were on a feeder. He kind of ran around us, and she jumped out to chase him down. He came over to the driver's side. I tapped the chair, and he was like, "Fuck it, this is my home now." Jumped into the car. We took him to a Petco vet center. Saw that he had no chip. He had a big wound on his back. Got that kind of looked at, got some cream for that, got him a bowl, got food. And we're like, all right, what's open? Where can we drop him? Can we put him anywhere safe? But it was a Sunday, so everything was closed. And he was just, if you look at some of his older photos on his Facebook, he was just addicted to me from the beginning. Oh my God.
So
No way.
You'll be able to see it better. But yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Turn your background off and then get your light. But so I canceled my flight, got a rental car, and drove him 16 hours back to Texas, and he's been with me ever since.
That's awesome, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Athen, you gotta turn off your
But look at
background and
that.
get the light.
Oh my God. But oh my God.
He's so pink.
Oh, it looks good.
Oh my God, dude.
It looks really good, though.
It does, actually. I thought it wasn't going to really take. And then after I got done rinsing it out, I was like, oh, yeah, it took.
Point the light straight into your face. Yes. Oh my God. Look how bright that is.
Great.
Dude.
That's the pink-haired homeless guy.
Is that a new Christmas song?
Oh.
He looks like a gay leprechaun.
All right. Now that Athen's back, we can do our OSHA violations for the day. Mr. Carl, if you would be so kind, get us our OSHA violations. Oh, God. He's starting with this one. So I don't think I need to really explain much. I mean, Chey's face kind of explains everything. It's just what the hell's going on. He has broken one. The ladder on the left looks like it's kind of cracked and tilting in the center, leaning to the left. But the ladder up,
two ladders put together.
Yeah, he's got. And if you look at the one on the left that's not got crap on it, it's literally tied with rope. And he's chilling. And you look at the ladder he's standing on. That thing is bowing because you're not supposed to stand on a ladder like that. But he's just going to town, fixing his house.
Well, it looks like he's going to need a lot more to help fix that fucking house.
I don't think he's got the brain cells to.
Looks like they're siding it. That's what he's doing. Yeah, because there's the siding hanging down on the other ladder over there.
Yeah.
So is he actually working everything up there? Is he cutting and freaking doing everything up there?
He's got a bag of tools hanging on that leftmost ladder, so it looks like it is.
I mean, yeah, obviously it's an OSHA violation, but I've got to say, if it looks stupid but it works, it's not stupid.
Yeah, but if that thing breaks, that's full blown retard.
But if it doesn't,
I mean, obviously, right?
then it's genius.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's got, so look at the ground. He's got two more ladders just chilling there. This dude's got ladders for days. So he's and he's got a work truck. So it looks like he's a legitimate contractor. Like he does this for money for his job.
That dude's got some brass balls though, man. Like that's second floor.
Athen, move to the right so we can see your face.
There you go.
That's top of the
Good
second.
Lord.
Fucking-
Miss Carl, next photo, please.
Oh, hell yeah.
This one's even better because this one is one, they're not doing the 4-to-1 ratio for the ladder, which is an OSHA violation. Two, you've got a ladder in a lift, which is an OSHA violation. What makes it the best for everything is that scissor lift is all the way up, the ladder's out, and he still doesn't look like he's going to be able to reach that light.
That shit, and this is in America.
No, he
Yeah.
won't. He absolutely will not reach that light.
No, he's not going to be able to get to that light from that area. This is the perfect photo for get the appropriate tools for the job. They needed a boom lift to go from the upper side off the road and extend out over. But instead of doing that, they got a scissor lift, a ladder, and there's a guy. It looks like he's laying on that ladder trying to hold it down.
Yeah, but that scissor lift can just tip.
Oh yeah, they're putting so much pressure on the edge of that scissor lift. There's so much that top point where he's on that ladder, that bottom of that ladder is pushing on that edge of that scissor lift. So if he shakes too much, that whole thing is just going to go. That ladder's going to slide down that light post, and he's going to hit ground. The dude in the scissor lift is going to hit ground, and it's going to be painful for both.
That dude, yeah, that's broken back, broken neck, everything.
And he's not going to get paid for this.
Every fucking bone in his body.
And he's not going to get any kind of workers' disability for it because
none whatsoever.
Because of how screwed up this is. Aaron, did you get that screenshot? Aaron, tell me you got that screenshot. Please tell me you got that screenshot.
What?
I don't know. He just said that expression made a perfect screenshot, and I want to know what he's talking about. Aaron, did you get the screenshot? Did you actually?
He said yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
God.
Send it to me. Shut up. Send it to me. All right, now
sit over here and be quiet for the OSHA violations because none of these are taking place in a kitchen, so I can't really have an input.
Well, this last one's gonna make a lot of people laugh. Our last one is I'm gonna go ahead and get the screen share going. Is actually a video. Mr. Carl, whenever you're ready, get that screen share up. All right, this covers both of our topics. OSHA violations, and this is why we can't have nice things. And you're going to see why we can't have nice things. So they're doing their work. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
You can see this guy was the smart one. Everything started going down. These two hunched down trying to hold on to the support, which is still attached. This dude
happened?
This dude in the flannel almost got screwed because he had nothing and was right near that edge, almost stepped into it. This guy was smart because he just grabbed onto the concrete hose and said, "I'm George of the Jungle." The reason this is an OSHA violation is because they obviously did not verify the structural supports, verify that the weight they're putting on here. And I love how that looks. It just bleeds out. It just all falls through.
I
Not
also
gonna
have questions
visually,
about...
that's kind of satisfying.
Right, it's visually satisfying, but they did not verify that nothing was holding this up. And they weren't even
it wasn't. There's nothing.
They weren't even
There's no
close
support.
to done. Look how much left they still have over here. This still isn't even. This is completely empty. So they still had hundreds of pounds of concrete to go.
Holy shit.
Chey, you said you still have questions about something?
Let's watch this one more time. Being good little workers. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
And then it all just clears out. Oh my god, that's so satisfying. I mean, that sucks. It actually, it really sucks. But just to look at it, you're like, oh wow.
We're gonna get hit with a huge fine, and they're gonna have to pay to replace everything here. This is coming out of the company's pocket because they screwed up.
It almost looks like whatever decking they had underneath there gave way, And then once that gave way, all the concrete came through and just thrashed the whatever structural support is on the far side.
I don't even see any. I can't see any decking falling, so I can't even tell if they're using it.
There's nothing.
Well, you
There's
can't
nothing
see
there. It's just
see
the
far side first, and then after everything goes through, they have some sort of decking.
This is why you need to hire professionals to do the job. Those are our OSHA violations, and this is why we can't have nice things for the week.
So WO Entertainment. In the
There it is.
When and where is Warrior Fest?
Warrior Fest is Blue Springs, Missouri, at Misfits Bar and Grill on November 6th and 7th. And don't forget, Halloween evening, starting the 31st, we're going for a world record attempt. 180-hour live stream. So if you want to be a part of it, we're looking for people to stream. We're looking to, we got to fill up a lot of time.
And
It starts at 8
180
a.m.
hours.
Halloween
Fucking
day.
A.
180 hours. Didn't I see something about how Guinness
On Halloween, I expect whoever's streaming to be in costume.
I'm doing one Halloween
Yeah.
evening.
But it starts at 8 a.m. Central Time.
Maybe I should be in the Harley Quinn costume.
Didn't I see something about how Guinness Book of World Records is actually monitoring it to verify that we.
No, I'll be doing one the first. I work Halloween. I'll be doing one the first.
Am I muted?
No, you're not. You're not
Yeah.
muted.
Guinness is going to watch our world record, they said.
Yeah, Guinness has already admitted that they're going to be verifying our live stream.
That's awesome. That
And
is
Dean,
so awesome.
It's actually really common for roofing to use concrete in buildings like that. It wasn't a house. It looked like it was going to be like a gas station or something. And what they do is for cheaper, it's cheaper overall because it requires less manual labor. Because if you do a normal roof, you put your sheet metal decking down, you have to put thick foam insulation, then you have to put a rubber sealant on top of that. And that takes about a week, depending on the building size and weather. And if that roof gets damaged they have to come up, cut out that segment, and redo it entirely. So concrete's actually cheaper to do for the fact of you're not having to hire a huge, like 3 different people to come and do it, because you need the iron workers to actually do the sheet metal. And then you need to hire roofers to come in and put the insulation and the rubber sealant. And then you have to hire an inspector to come out and verify everything. And then once that's done, you have to test everything, make sure it's still watertight. You have to have pipe fitters to come through, do proper irrigation. That has to be maintained and appropriately insulated. So
as far as the cracking of concrete, that's why whenever you see concrete slabs, they've got the cracks, the lines in them.
Mm.
Do that so that in hopes of as the concrete cracks, that's where they want it. And then there was
Athen,
a
can you
guy
put
down
your
there-
headset back on so we can hear you?
appropriately, yes, please.
All right, let me
Fucking
change
shit.
it.
Now I'm gonna make fun of Nico's hair too. Got it. Nico got dark all of a sudden.
Check.
Good. Hey, wait. Before you do, hold on. Give me just a little bit. I'm gonna get some better lighting, and then I can just 1 second.
All right, then I'm gonna cover another article. I hate flying for the fact that I've had people take off their shoes and put their feet on me, and it's disgusting. But this guy, he takes the cake because passengers on a train are revolting and dry heaving because this man was caught picking his feet on a train on Instagram, and after he was picking his feet, he would drop the dead skin right onto the train. And you can see Chey is gagging already. So, yeah. If you have these habits at all and you don't
Kill
do
yourself.
I'm not saying that, but don't get on public transportation ever again. If you take your shoes off on a plane, if you wear flip-flops on a plane or a train, you don't need to be on that transportation.
I mean, as long as you don't take the flip flops off, I
No.
get it. I mean,
No.
'Cause I
Not
often wear-
some nasty feet, and usually when they get there, they want to get comfortable. They take their shoes off, they're holding on to them, and like those floors are not cleaned regularly, so you're just bleeding foot fungus everywhere.
I wouldn't be taking shoes off anyways. Like, no, not on any type of public transportation. But
Well, I should have eaten dinner before this.
Yep.
is Nico sitting under a pool ladder? I don't know. And then I also wanted to get hit the comments. W Entertainment asked, "Is there a reason for the 180 on the world record attempt?"
What was the last record? 163 hours, something like that.
I'm thinking they're asking more so. Is there like some sort of symbolism to the 180?
I'd have to ask Justin or Redneck Pelt.
Justin might be able to chime in and help us out there.
Yeah, so if you could tell us the significance of the 180 hours, that would be appreciated. Because they haven't really told us that.
Okay, well, we wait for that. Oh, there it is.
Yep, there he goes.
Well,
All right, now
that's
I'm gonna-
me. The 180 hours, the world record was 162 hours, I believe. And we're going for the 180 over 8 days, which equals out to about the 22 a day we lose in veterans. So the 8 days is the representation of that.
Okay.
There we go.
So now that Nico's back, I'm going to make fun of his heritage because he's Canadian. An ice machine, the Zamboni, they called it an ice making machine, but in the photo that I found earlier, it looks like a Zamboni. Burst into flames on an ice rink in New York while a driver was riding it. The incident occurred Wednesday during a youth hockey practice, according to the sources. While a driver was using the machine to clean an ice rink at Bill Gray's Regional Iceplex in Rochester Fire Department Lieutenant Ryan Fleming said no one was hurt, including the driver, who continued to drive the machine off the rink to a maintenance area while it was on fire, and a couple of youth hockey players who were on the rink at the time. The incident, which has over 500,000 views on social media, has sparked by leaking hydraulic fluid that came into contact with hot components on the vehicle's underside. Because it is not an ice-making machine, UPI. It is a Zamboni, which heats up the ice, remelts it, and then flattens it out. I could have sworn there was a photo for this, though.
And polishes it too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The Kanuski over there should have done that. Isn't that like his national sport or something like that?
Exactly. That's why I made fun of him. Now,
I think he's muted.
Now,
You're muted there.
yeah, Kanuski, we can't
Hey,
hear you.
Hawk.
Come on, Egbert.
You're muted.
You are muted. You're muted.
How about that, eh?
There you go.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
fucking
I don't know
Christ.
technology.
You have some cojones.
TikTok.
That's one of them kick-ass gaming headsets though, because the mutes when you lift your thing. I hope
Yep.
mine was like that.
Exactly
brand
what
is
it is.
brand is it?
Turtle Beach. Turtle Beach.
Turtle Beach. Okay.
Yep.
Yo, have you been smoking the same thing this entire time?
No.
Just
Now,
curious.
No, I
Another
haven't.
New York story. We're going to
Answering
make fun
you.
of New York.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
A woman was arrested for using her 6 children to steal Trump campaign signs in New York.
So
If you got 6 kids, you need to start looking at getting snipped or something.
yeah, there's 6 kids out there. And she's just like,
She has 6 kids. We already know who she's voting for.
Yeah, exactly. So she's got 6 little bastards running around, and I mean, I think this mugshot's going to take the cake today. I think
Yes.
this, yep. I love having this screen share now, Mr. Carl. This is awesome because I can show people what we're looking at.
Oh my. How does that? Okay. You ever like look at people and you're like, how the fuck do you get laid? How the hell did somebody want to put their dick in you? And like, meanwhile, we're on a fucking dry spell over here because I can't get a fucking date. But there's bitches out there like this.
It all depends on how easy you present
Yeah,
yourself.
well,
Apparently, she's open 24/7.
yeah, that's
She's like a
kind of how it
7-Eleven.
goes.
So Deanna Algarian,
She
45 years
banged
old,
it.
is charged with 6 counts of endangering the welfare of a child. So each kid got her a count of endangering her children. So each little bastard she had caused her
One
more
second.
problems. Which is great. That mugshot, though. Let's get a close up of this. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that the face of a winner?
You look angry.
TSL, baby.
Well, my standards are low enough. I'd probably would.
She was arrested Sunday after using her children to steal Trump campaign signs from people's homes, according to the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. She was also received 2 citations for seatbelt violations that involved children less than 15 years old. Her arrest followed an investigation into stolen Trump campaign signs from locations in Montgomery and Schenectady County. I don't fucking know. A New York State police officer pulled over Algarin on Highway 103 after Montgomery County dispatchers were able to locate her vehicle. The campaign signs were located inside her vehicle.
Well, fuck.
So that's it.
That's it. It's the winner right there, man.
That's the story.
Because
Isn't
you
it?
stealing my campaign signs is going to change my vote. Just like, oh, she stole my sign. Guess I'm going to go vote for Biden. Fuck.
No, that's not gonna happen. Is it?
Like, who was that other person who was running for president?
It's the winning spirit right there. Good Lord. How many? I want to know how many they actually stole, though. 6 kids running around for a couple days. That's a good. You can steal a good amount of signs with that many little shitheads.
The boot marine would not jump that.
But Dean said her kid's dad needs to be jailed for taking advantage of a mentally challenged woman.
Here's what I want to know: when did this advertising shit start? Because when I first moved to America, when I first moved to the U.S., I thought that whoever you were voting for was supposed to be private, right? Like they put you in a little tiny voting booth because you're not supposed to know who the other person's voting for, right?
I think it started turning when they were campaigning in like the late 90s, early 2000s. That signs really became popular because people really had pride for who they were voting for. And it really
but the whole point of it is you're not supposed to know who the other person's voting for. I don't have flags. Like I love Trump. I love my president. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna vote for him again. But I don't have flags flying out in front of my house. I don't have
right now they're
yard
just
signs.
A target on you.
What?
Right now they just put a target on your back.
Yeah, well, exactly. But I don't have signs out in my yard. I don't have flags flying. I don't wear a shirt. I don't have a red hat. But where did this all fucking start? Like, you're not supposed to know who the other person's voting for. You're not supposed to advertise who you're voting for. When did that fucking start?
I don't know.
Obama. That's
Irish.
where it fucking started.
Why do you sound Irish all of a sudden, laddie?
I'm not fucking. No, it's not. It's not about. What are you talking about?
You sound like an Irishman.
Huh.
I don't know.
Why don't you say a boot?
What?
Look,
I don't know what you're talking about.
A boot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
A boot. All right. Our next story: a woman called off her wedding because her fiance kept ghosting her. That's right. This a British woman who claims she got engaged to a ghost has now called off the wedding because he kept disappearing and partying too much. We've called off the wedding. Amethyst Realm, 32 years old, said on the UK TV show this morning, he just completely changed. Realm said she fell in love with a sexy spirit named Ray during a trip to Australia in 2018 and even consummated the relationship on the flight back home. So they joined the Mile High Club.
So, which means she just masturbated.
The paranormal Casanova.
God,
Yes,
what an asshole.
This means she's engaged to a literal ghost. An actual ghost. This is not, oh, he ghosted me, like disappeared, no text. No, she was engaged to a ghost.
And then surprised when she got ghosted.
Exactly. The paranormal Casanova and got on the Mile High Club on the plane ride back. So she went into the bathroom and consummated her relationship.
Does it say she went into the bathroom?
No, it doesn't say that, but it does say she consummated a relationship on the flight home.
Oh, there it is.
So, like, does she? Does
let me like shut up and let me read. Paranormal Casanova waited question on their 9th-month anniversary, and things were going well until the recent vacation in Thailand. I think maybe he fell in with a bad crowd while we were on holiday, and he just started becoming really inconsiderate. It was suddenly as if he didn't know boo about romance until the show. He'd disappear for long periods of time, and when he'd come back, he'd bring other spirits to the house, and they'd just stay around for days. I think he started doing drugs and partying a bit too much. Ultimately, they both agreed not to tie the knot. She even said all men are bastards, even ghost ones.
So,
how does a ghost do drugs?
Well, this is probably just her excuse to, not be with him anymore.
Literally, a woman that wanted all the attention she could get, saw that these women were getting. Remember, we covered one that was engaged to a ghost pirate.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
Exactly. That became popular. So
yeah.
women were like, I'm going to be engaged to a ghost and get famous for a month and then call it off and just disappear.
Now, my question is, can this ghost possess inanimate objects?
Oh, Lord. I know exactly where he's going with this.
There it is. Yep, me too.
So, I'm just saying.
That vibrator's got a life of its own. It's magical. I never have to replace the batteries.
Exactly. So maybe that's how she joined the Mile High Club. This is a question for the Rev.
No.
Yeah, we need the Rev for this one.
Which the Rev is another show on W Entertainment. If y'all did not know, he is up next. He follows us up.
I know a lot of people heard me read that were like going to be really bored with this article. Like, oh, she's just ghosting her. It's just for attention. No, this was meant to be like, when do I do boring topics? Except for at the end of the show when we talk about kind of serious stuff.
Hey, did we hear? Oh,
now,
never mind.
Navy, yes, the Navy's birthday was earlier. What, this week, last week? Well, now the Navy is looking to review its ban on beards.
Yep,
way too early. Sailors sailors looking back fondly on those fond days of yesteryear when they could grow beards without the chief going ballistic have been given the dimmest ray of hope by the Navy's top admiral. It's something that we're taking a look at. Chief of Naval Operations Admiral Mike Gilday said Tuesday of a possible change to the service's no beard policy before adding a cautionary note: beards can kill. Quite frankly, in the mind, the key thing is safety of people out there in the situation like fire, right? They can wear a gas mask that are going to seal properly. Gilday said in a video interview at Defense One's State of the Navy event. We're going to take another look at it, but his track record on facial hair would seem to offer little prospect of change of policy.
So, but here's the thing. They say that beards can kill this, that, and you can't get proper seal
to it.
But Spec Ops, they wear gas masks and they also have beards.
No, you can get a seal with a beard.
It's not wrong.
Yeah,
mine maybe not. It's a little long, but I mean they have full head that goes down to your neck mask. masks. On October 19th, shortly after he became the CNO, the Navy stopped issuing no shave chits. Oh, I'm so glad I was out. I would have hurt so many people. Bitch. A form waiver that lets sailors grow beard up to a 1/4 inch long if shaving irritated the skin and left razor bumps. Now, I do get bad razor bumps if I shave with like the cheap razors. That's why I use a straight razor on my neck. But I was never able to get a chit because I was white, and they made that very well known to me. The service decided that the condition, which mostly affects black sailors, could be handled by medical treatment. Gilday said the subject of beards and skin conditions will be part of the studies conducted by Task Force 1 Navy, which was set up June 30th to promote diversity and identify where the service is falling short on ending discrimination. Sailors who long to grow beards could look back to the 1970s when the Navy, by order of the CNO Admiral Elmo Zumwalt, had a different attitude. In November 1970, Zumwalt issued the 57th of his famous Z-grams to the fleet, aiming to get rid of what he called Mickey Mouse regulations that he said impacted morale. Zumwalt titled his missive "Demeaning or Abrasive Regulations, Elimination of." Those demeaning or abrasive regulations, generally referred to the fleet as Mickey Mouse or chicken regs, have, in my judgment, done almost as much to cause dissatisfaction among our personnel as have extended family separation and low pay scales, he wrote. In the case of haircuts, sideburns, and contemporary clothing styles, my view is that we must learn to adapt to changing fashions, wrote Zumwalt, who sported a mean set of sideburns himself. I will not countenance the rights or privileges of officers or enlisted men being abrogated in any way because they choose to grow sideburns or neatly trimmed beards or mustaches, or because preferences in neat clothing styles are at a variance with the taste of the seniors. In the Defense One interview, Gilday made no mention of what Navy policies was decades ago, but said he was trying to keep an open mind on the subject of beards.
That's interesting. I had an LPO when I was in. He actually got a no shave chit and then had laser hair removal paid for by the Navy to get all his hair removed except for like a goatee, and he had a no shave chit, so he just was able to have a goatee.
That's dedication. That's some dedication right there.
Yeah, it is. Fucking A.
I saw a photo. There's I think it was a sailor had. They have to wear masks. Well, this sailor was lining up his goatee underneath his mask, but somebody called him out for it, so they made him remove his mask. They saw it and they made him shave. Like, whatever buddy fucker did this needs to get his nuts kicked.
Right? That is
It's a
pretty
pretty
fucked
smart
up.
idea, though.
Exactly. Like, I do it. Like, I'm just going to line up because I wear the full mask at work, so it doesn't screw up my beard as much. I just not shave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the normal little masks that you have, fucking, they make your beard like all do this weird banana thing.
Right there.
Yep. I hated that when I used to do the metal work for my family, like, because I had to wear a respirator every day, all day long.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'd come home like so often, my beard was just like so cupped. Pissed me off so much.
Now, on the military, the first Space Force recruits head to basic training this month.
Yep.
Yeah, the first 7 direct enlistees in the U.S. Space Force will head to basic training this month at Lackland Air Force Base in Texas, where they will train with Air Force recruits. Chief Master Sergeant Roger Toberman, senior enlisted leader of the Space Force, told military.com that the Space Force recruits will go through the Space Force first basic training and will be distinguished from those in the Air Force. I don't know. They're going to the Air Force basic training, which is a cakewalk in the first place. They needed to know that they were different, and that's important to us. Each Space Force recruit will be given a tablet filled with their information about their new service. Their occupational camouflage pattern uniforms will also include bright blue stitched name tapes to specific to the Space Force. We've preloaded these tablets with some learning materials and different things they can get a head start on. And this is what the Space Force is all about, Toberman said. Space Force BMT will be 8.5 weeks long. Majority of the training will be spent alongside Air Force recruits with just over 20 hours focused on specialized instruction and mentoring. There's several hours where we will cull them from the herd, if you will, and bring them somewhere else and give them a very different experience, Toberman said, emphasizing that the training approach and specialized content offered will evolve based on feedback from students. The first recruits' experience will help the new service decide what Space Force basic training should look like moving forward. We don't have to come up with a final answer that's going to apply to the full Space Force for what we think is in the next 10 years. We can say, hey, let's do something that applies to a small group and try it out and see what it looks like. Then if we like it, we'll scale it up.
So there are a few thousand people who transferred over to the Space Force from other branches, which built the Space Force to start with.
But the boot camp only has 7 people.
Yeah. And these 7 that are just now going to boot camp are the very first actual legitimate Space Force troop. I don't know, cadets, I guess. I don't know. What are they fucking called? Space Force people that are actually like legitimately, from the very beginning of their career, Space Force. So what would you say is the original Space Force crew, the people who like transfer from other branches, or the actual legitimate from
I'm gonna say when they have hard boot camp, like actual, not this Air Force coexist bullshit. I'm gonna say, after they get it all chalked out, lined up, I'm gonna say that's gonna be the real Space Force once they actually have their own training guidelines, standards, everything. This is just a beginning. This is an experiment test. We're in beta right now. This is the beginning. So I think once they actually have the finished product and they had, you have recruiters that go, hey, you can join the Space Force and go to their boot camp. That's when I'll say that's the actual Space Force.
But actually, what are they called? Like I don't know. Like I haven't heard anything about their ranking structure at all. And I noticed that their uniform they're wearing is the Army ACUs also, so that's interesting.
I'm sure that'll change. I'm sure they're going to want something more space appropriate.
Yeah,
but how do you camo in space?
Black with little white dots.
There it is.
I honestly, they're kind of look like janitors.
That's the easiest way. Hey, we're going to make you look like space at night.
Haven't you seen?
You're going to float around and look like stars, aren't you?
Have you seen
stars? You thought the Air Force got made fun of a lot? Wait for the Space Force.
Have you seen Space Force? Have you seen?
That's a hilarious show.
Have y'all seen Space Force?
Yes.
Yet? Fucking their camouflage in that actually looked pretty awesome.
But that's off of Netflix and a TV show. This is real life.
WO Entertainment says so. It's basically the Army Air Corps. I mean, yeah, effectively.
I think they're gonna get shit on a lot more than that, man. Because I spend more time dumping on Air Force and like Coast Guard, but I think the Space Force is gonna be like the new whipping point for everybody. I'm talking the Marine Corps, National Guard, Coast Guard. I think everybody's gonna just dump on their Space Force.
Until they start actually doing, space shit, then everyone's going to be like, man, I'm so jelly.
Right, and then they're going to get
right?
more because of how they look and be like, yeah, I'm a little jealous, but fuck you guys for looking like a bunch of stars.
Let's see.
This is all you're going to see right there. Just that right. That's what they're going to look like.
Star Delta? The fuck?
Come on,
Space Force Roadshow? Really?
There we go.
Now
I've only got one.
I'm trying to find out about what their ranking structure is.
Space Force, because the Coast Guard needs someone to laugh at. Yep. Exactly. Our last story is our
really
only
good comebacks today.
Yeah, our last story is our only serious story for the day, and it's actually really demented. And you'll see why. Netherlands considers euthanasia for children of all ages.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, you heard me correctly. The Netherlands is considering euthanasia, which is what you would do to a dog when he's old or sick, for children of all ages. So super late term abortion, essentially. I'm 13 years old. You can't do this. It says children of all ages. But a Dutch health minister is proposing the legalization.
Up to what age? Up to what age?
I'm going to get into this article. A Dutch health minister is proposing the legalization of euthanasia for children in a disturbing new development from a country that is already known for its pessimistic policies on death. According to the Netherlands Times, Hugo de Jong proposed the policy before the States General of the Netherlands, the country's legislature. Currently, some children are allowed to be euthanized in the country. I never knew that. If the infants are under the age of 1 or minors over the age of 12, De Jong, however, wants the inclusion of all children. So as it stands right now, they have a euthanasia of age under 1 and over 12. Currently, doctors can either sedate children or withhold nutrition, so starve them to death. Under the 2004 Groningen protocol, parents can request euthanasia for babies, while those over 12 need parental consent or notification.
What
De
the
Jong
fuck?
argued a small group of terminally ill children who agonize with no hope and unbearable suffering should be permitted to be killed more easily without doctors suffering prosecution for their involvement. In this 4-page brief, he said, I want to ensure more legal safeguards for doctors who, on the basis of their professional standard, proceed with lifelong actions of the children aged 1 to 12. According to The Guardian, a majority of MPs supported the legislation when it was first introduced last year. In 2019, a Dutch doctor was acquitted of all charges after forcibly euthanizing an elderly patient. Mourinho Arends instructed the patient's family to hold the patient down as she struggled and fought against the euthanasia. To this day, Arends argues that she did nothing wrong. Meanwhile, doctors have euthanized people for, and this is what I don't agree with. If you're suffering, I agreed with that. This is where I don't agree with. There have been euthanizing people for autism, sexual abuse, depression, and addiction. So basically, death by cop, suicide by cop in a doctor's role. Furthermore, broadening euthanasia to permit children to be killed without consent is sad yet seemingly predictable turn of events in the country, where a quarter of deaths are already induced. 25% of the deaths are forcibly induced. The promoting of child euthanasia exposes the inherent problems with assisted suicide advocacy. Young children are not capable of giving consent to die, and in such a case, it would be the children's parents making the request, meaning the group of adults will be deciding whether someone's life is worth living or fighting for.
This legitimately just sounding like if we think that someone should be dead, instead of having to go murder them, we can just get a doctor to agree to kill them peacefully. Is what that sounds like.
Tell them they've got depression. Tell them they're autistic.
Chey, you look like you had.
Yeah, I do actually have a lot to say about this. So recently, I started watching Blacklist, and I'm about like 3 seasons in. There's an episode where this woman pretty much like creates her own adoption agency, and parents of kids who were like mentally disabled or have like a bunch of health issues that they can't take care of because, you know, it's really hard. It's considers like round the clock care, and takes like a lot of fucking money to take care of them. Like they try to adopt them, and then when it fails, they go to this adoption agency, and it goes to one specific woman who like takes care of these kids, and she's called like the butterfly mother or whatever. And she pretty much like raises them to the age of 13, and then that's like when they are no longer able to be taken care of, because then they are going out into the world and becoming a nuisance. Are either one of you listening to me right now?
Yes, I am.
I am.
Okay, I'm just making sure, because neither one of you are looking at the screen. And
I'm
it's
letting
pissing me
you
off.
talk.
Anyways, so on their 13th birthday, she kills them and then dumps them into the well where they get eaten by a carnivorous butterfly after they've been like sedated. Yes.
Why are they waiting until
Yes, dude.
Butterfly?
Because after 13, that's when they can start going out into the world, and they will have a little bit more freedom, because after the age of 13, like, you know, you can start going to like normal school or like
I know.
be a little bit more independent. But as you get older, that dependency grows.
So at the age of 13, if they haven't actually, started to be self-sufficient, then they feed them to the butterfly, or is it just like at 13 they're just like, here's the butterfly?
They sedate them and they put a paralytic in their system, and then they
Feed them to this
and feed
giant,
them to
terrifying butterfly.
What's the point
Yeah.
of keeping them until they're 13 then? Why not just get it done with?
because they want to make them feel loved, and that's like
It seems
the
like extra
thing.
steps.
It's like they want to make it like a beautiful thing, and like, hey, like you're taken care of, like the life is there, and like it's important, but not enough to sustain taking care of you for the rest of your life.
Just
type
seems,
thing.
it seems fiscally,
But also,
it's-
doctor-assisted suicide has been a controversial topic in very
Oregon has it.
states for many years.
That's why I could agree with it. With if you're suffering, if you're 90 years old, you're shitting yourself, you can't physically take care of yourself anymore, you're in constant pain. I can understand.
Right.
Oregon has it. It was my time to die. But for autism, depression, and sexual assault, I can't agree with those.
I mean, if you're depressed and like you want to die, I was actually thinking about this earlier. So for those of you who like don't know, I suffer from really bad depression. And it seems like a psycho-narcissistic thing. She wants to be loved without the child abandoning her when it's old enough to feed. Yeah, pretty much. So I suffer from really bad depression. And I was thinking about this today what the fuck is that?
Yes, Nico, what are you doing?
Is that your little bullet dildo?
Oh, no, serious topic.
My daughter's ashes are in that.
Oh.
No, you're not muted. We heard you just then.
What? Took a
Well,
dark
I'm an
real
asshole.
quick.
I'm an asshole.
2 months fucking old.
And this is why we don't make jokes, guys.
2 months old. Sid. Oh yeah, I challenge anybody to tell me why abortion is a legitimate fucking thing, because that right there,
Oh,
that's little
Nico, I have the
Natalia.
utmost respect for you, and I appreciate
That's little Natalia right there.
Did you say Natalia?
2 months old, Natalia.
That was
Yes, ma'am.
That was literally supposed to be my name.
There she is.
This is why we have the
June
support groups and
June
everything.
16th, 2016 is when she was born. August of the same year. August 17th of when.
Guys,
Sorry,
if you
guys.
ever get into a situation where your depression
sorry,
is
guys.
taking over, or you feel like you're helpless or losing, do not hesitate to reach out. This is why we do these shows. Our show is meant to be funny, to bring light into your life, make you laugh a little bit about all the shit that's going on. But if you have legitimate concerns or problems, everybody on Whoa Entertainment, VRS, there's support groups everywhere. It's not like you need to be a part of a support group. If you just say, hey, man, I'm having problems, and you don't know anybody here, we'll sit and listen to you. If you want to text somebody, call them in the middle of the night. I mean, hell, a group of people from BRS drove 4 hours for Athen. There are people out there that actually still give a crap about us. So don't become another statistic.
I gotta go.
All right, Nico, if you have any problems, let us know, man.
I gotta go, bud. No. I'm gonna stay.
I really need
All right.
another
I'm
funny
okay.
article.
I'm okay, buddy. Let's just Let's make some jokes. Let's make some jokes, right?
We can go on talking about the Space Force because I did some research. Their ranking structure is the same as the Air Force. So all the ranks are exactly the same as the Air Force, and actually their emblem looks a lot like the Star Wars emblem.
Oh, fuck.
It actually also looks like the Pontiac symbol, the Pontiac emblem, like the triangle, like that.
Hey, how about learning about fucking what Scooby-Doo's real name was today, huh? That's fucked up, isn't it?
Scoober.
Right?
It's okay,
That's
Bert.
pretty fucking fucked, isn't it? Yeah. Fucking A.
Yeah, Star Trek. What did I say? Did I say Star Trek?
Hey, I want to join the Space Force. How do you do that? How do you fucking sign up for the Space Force? How do you do that?
Go to spaceforce.mil and click on the careers tab. Actually,
Mil?
I can. Yeah.
Spaceforce.mil. No, I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't know. I'm just fucking around. I couldn't do it anyway. I got felonies and fucking prison record, all that shit. Nah, I wouldn't be able to do it.
It's even better reason to send you to space.
Yeah, so I can. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you're right. Yeah, because if
They
something
won't have
happened,
to teach you how to kill a person.
Okay, I don't know where that came from, but okay. What?
Well, not a person, but an alien.
Yeah, well, you know, there it is. I don't know.
Okay,
Sorry.
I think I found something to break everything. I think I found
Please fucking
It's
Christ.
now apparently I got to figure out where it's at though. But now people are saying that if you have sex with somebody in your house with somebody from a different household, meaning if you have a guest over and you fuck, it's illegal.
Huh?
Yep.
What?
Scotland is now pushing more social distancing efforts, and they're looking to maintain our sexual health as important overall. The COVID-19 pandemic is affecting how we live, though. The nature of our relationships and how we experience intimacy with others as the guidelines around physical distancing evolve, so does our ability to spend time with the people out with our house home. Scotland is currently in phase 3, which means that people are now able to form extended households in certain circumstances without the need to maintain physical distancing when all members are free from COVID symptoms. Intimate contact, including kissing, is a risk for COVID transmission. Therefore, people are still asked to use physical distancing with those outside of their household, extended household. Public health advice is updated regularly to ensure our interactions with people are as safe as possible. The advice in this subject changed in as the situation develops. But as it stands, they're making it illegal to sleep with somebody. So say I have Chey over in Scotland. They're saying I can't do anything with her.
See, so they're effectively making it illegal to foster
That makes
new
no
relationships.
sense.
So it's like
They got
if you're
one
single,
for a reason.
If you're single, you're going to have to stick with old reliable for a lot longer.
yep, it
That
almost
makes
sounds like
no
they're trying
sense.
to put a stop to reproduction. They're trying to limit reproduction because if
The only country I really know that needs to do that is like China, where they have a limit on how many kids.
well, it almost sounds I mean, we don't have a whole lot of time, but it almost sounds like having to do with the whole New World Order, because you know how the New World Order thing, that the big stone in the middle of like Dakota or whatever it is that just randomly appear there. I don't remember what it's called and all that stuff, but it says on there like the world population shouldn't be anything more than like 750 million people or some shit like that, and a bunch of different things like that. And that has to do with the New World Order. It almost seems like it's a movement
to
for
reduce our numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Conspiracies by Dave.
Conspiracies by Dave. Yep, I do. I actually always have one to have a conspiracy segment on the show.
180 hours, man. 180 hours. We're gonna have to fill up those time slots.
Is China still only 3 kids 2 boys. I don't know. I thought it was only 1 kid.
Yeah, I heard it was 1 kid.
Because I remember sea stories when I was in the Navy, how they'd say pulling in like old school sailors pulling into Hong Kong was horrible because oftentimes, the mechanics, the machinists down the pit would have to go clean the strainers and they'd be pulling, babies out of the strainers because what would happen in China is they'd have a baby and they're only allowed 1 kid and they'd have a girl, and girls are effectively worthless in China. So they would throw the baby girl into the harbor and try again for a boy.
That's thanks. I was trying to find something to lighten the mood, asshole.
Oh, sorry.
No shit.
I think it's time to end this show.
Yep.
I think
Thanks,
we're done for the evening.
Thanks, Athen. Thanks for ruining everything for us. Hope you enjoy that pink hair for a month.
Pink. Do we get a picture of that?
On a new note, we still haven't decided the bet.
Oh, that's right. We have 4 minutes. What do we want to bet on?
No, we have 3.
3. Okay, 3 minutes. What do you want to bet on, Chey?
I don't know. We'll have to talk about it, and then we'll. I don't know.
Let's bet on whose childhood was ruined since they found out that fucking Scooby-Doo's name was fucking Scoobert.
No, that's lame.
That Chey will actually show up to Warrior Fest. Bitch, I just bought my ticket.
I was gonna go for the show, but just have a bet that
So whoever just wrote that.
Chey will actually show to Warrior Fest.
Who can commandeer the one.
I got one. Let's bet who can find the most fucked up story for next week.
No, that's lame. It's got to be something interactive.
We did candy for the last one. If y'all have any ideas, any recommendations?
What is sexier? A man in gray sweats or a woman in leggings?
Fuck, I'd lose that one. I'm not doing that because we have more
that's
male
exactly
viewers
why I
than
said
we have more male viewers than we have female viewers.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough one, isn't it? Fuck.
Let's leave it open. Let's make a post on WO and 1700 somewhere.
Yeah,
find out what's the next.
Let's get some recommendations for this. So if you have any recommendations, we're gonna have a post on Woe and at 1700 somewhere. Post your recommendation below. Let us know what you think we should bet on. Shay's gonna dye her hair Harley Quinn style. Mine's probably gonna be blue or green or pink.
Oh, that'll be hot.
Shay, what color are you planning on dyeing mine?
I guess you'll have to wait and see when you lose.
That's concerning. All right, y'all. Well, that's our time. Thank you all for coming out to 1700 somewhere on this lovely Sunday
pineapple
afternoon.
on pizza.
Pineapple. I like pineapple on pizza.
So do I.
Why?
No, I don't. No.
Oh, we got
no.
one again.
We can't be friends anymore. We can't be friends anymore. None of you.
I'm betting on that more people like pineapple on pizza. So
No, fuck off!
People like pineapple on pizza. So we can have a bet with Nico if more people like pineapple on pizza or not. We can have a bet with him.
Yeah, well, I can make better fucking poutine than you can.
It's
better fucking can.
All right, well, I gotta wrap us up. We're at our limit. So I appreciate all y'all coming out. We had great numbers today. Make sure you react and share our show out there for us. No, check us out at Warrior Fest. Stay tuned for more updates on the 180-hour challenge. Again, we do have the most recent one was Guinness is actually watching us now. As always, I'm Cameron.
I'm Athen.
And
Nico Milov.
And it's 1700 somewhere.
Cheers, guys.